The Kashmir Great Lakes Trek is home to not one, not two, but a host of alpine lakes, surrounded by mountains covered with patches of snow reflecting beautifully in its clear turquoise waters. You would have barely recovered from the beauty of one lake when the next one comes along and takes your breath away yet again. And as if this wasn't enough, you see endless carpets of lush green grass dotted with thousands of flowers. Each landscape so strikingly beautiful that it is often called India's prettiest trek. And I was here to find out if that's really true. During our drive to the base camp, the views were already so pretty, I was wondering how pretty is this trek going to be. We signed our disclaimer forms, we got some general instructions, and we wrapped up early for the day.
What? Don't you even know?
We're all set to leave for KGL, and I'm the only girl, so this is the first time that's happening. We warmed up a little and started out for our first day of trekking. When it comes to trekking in Kashmir, people are often concerned about safety. But you should know that there are many army camps throughout this trek and the security is very tight. They check the IDs and record the information of all trekkers and staff multiple times during the trek. Also, KGL is a very popular trek and thousands of people have been safely completing this trek for years now. So don't let your worries hold you back from experiencing this wonderful trek. We used to get packed lunch in our tiffin boxes every day, which we used to eat while we were still midway on the trail. We've been walking since 9 in the morning and it's 3 right now. We still haven't reached. My boy gang is tired. My friend, how are you feeling?
Very tired.
Everything tastes 10 times better in the mountains after a long day of trekking.
I'm here, Bangladesh. I'm not trying first time poha.
We did our routine oxygen level check and headed out towards our next camp. The weather has changed. It started to drizzle and it started to get really windy and it's getting very chilly. With a weather like that, a hot steaming cup of Kashmiri kahwa is all you need. Ahead of us was a never-ending expanse of green that stretched for miles with mountains on either sides. Watching the sheer size and grandness of this landscape made us feel like a tiny speck and left us in awe. We had stopped at this beautiful patch for lunch and we kept sitting there even long after our lunch was over because the views were so panoramic that no one felt like leaving from there. How does the view make you feel? Ek word mein.
I've never seen this view ever. Small and insignificant. Beautiful.
Zabardast.
Jannat. Out of the world.
After reaching the campsite and relaxing for a bit, we visited the breathtakingly beautiful Vishansar Lake that lies at the foot of 4 mountains. We were getting ready for what was going to be the toughest and the longest day of this trek. Even though the altitude on this trek is not that high, don't underestimate the difficulty of this trek. KGL is definitely not tough, but long. We have to walk 16 kilometers today and most of it is inclined.
जितना सोचा था उससे ज़्यादा चल रहा है. मुझे लगा था ये टॉप.
इसको देखा, नीचे में देखा. हमने सोचा था इस साइड में आना है, लेकिन जाना तो उधर है. मैं पागल हूँ जो इसमें आया हूँ.
ये तो बहुत छोटा है, हो जाएगा. पर उसके ऊपर जाकर देखा सेम वाला ही ऊपर है. उसके ऊपर जाकर देखा वो सेम वाला ही ऊपर है. उसके ऊपर और एक घर बेच दो मुझे नहीं जाना है भाई, उधर नहीं जाना है.
A traditional trek has initial days of ascent with the highest summit point and a gradual descent. But KGL, on the other hand, has a mix of alternating ascents and descents. Every day you climb a new pass and then enter another valley. After ascending for 2 hours, we had reached the highest point of the trek, Gadsar Pass. From up here, the twin lakes were visible together at the same time. We started our descent into a lovely green meadow. And the best part is that this entire trek is covered with a bedsheet of tiny colorful flowers, and that just makes it even more beautiful.
Any director would like to shoot a movie, please come to KGL, and the places are amazing. Every now and then you will be seeing a lake, green meadows and flowers. This is very beautiful.
After walking for a while, we were greeted by one of the most pristine lakes on this trek, the Gadsar Lake. What sets this trek apart is that most other treks usually have one major attraction point or one climatic moment that the trek is known for. And in most cases, that's usually the summit day. Every day you walk in anticipation of that one main day. But during KGL, each day has something special and stunning in store for you. Every time you feel like the best is over, you are proved wrong. The wow moments just keep coming, and they get better and prettier with each day that passes by. I feel really, really blessed to be here. This place is genuinely so beautiful. I mean, in love with KGL.
केजीएल ट्रैक करने के बाद अब ऐसा होगा कि हम दूसरे ट्रैक पे जाएंगे तो वो अच्छा ही ना लगे, कि लगे कि यार वो तो बहुत बेस्ट था, ये ठीक ठाक है. लग रहा है ना, मेरे अंदर भी ये फियर आ गया है कि मतलब ये इंडिया में ऐसे व्यूज के बाद
वैसा नहीं रहा. अगर आप केजीएल पहले कर लेते फिर हम तब जाते ना, हम तब अच्छा नहीं लगता, अच्छा नहीं लगता. मुझे तो नहीं लगता ऐसा. नहीं यार, एवरी ट्रैक इज डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस.
As soon as I reach Srinagar, I have to take hot water bath.
हाँ, ये तो जरूर सोचता हूँ, शावर में जाके नहाना है अच्छे से, रगड़
More than half an hour.
हाँ वही.
Everywhere I have to clean.
This is how our toilets were, and this is usually how they are on all treks. On this trek, we got the chance to interact with the operations team and the staff a little more. It gave us a much better understanding of all the hardships involved behind running a trek. We would also voluntarily help them out from time to time to make things faster for the whole team.
कैसे हुआ तू इतना जरूरी कैसे.
After reaching the campsite and having our lunch, we went to explore a few other lakes around the area.
सर, इस ट्रैक पर कितनी लेक्स हैं?
जैसे कि ये लेक है, इसके बिहाइंड दूसरी लेक है और उस साइड में भी लेक है 2-4. वैसे तो 100 प्लस होगी.
वाओ,
100 प्लस होगी. हाँ, 2 महीने तो लगेंगे.
At the start of day 6, we had to cross a pretty long stretch of boulders. From the top of the ridge, you can see the lakes Nankol and Gangbal lying next to each other. It has started raining. Because of the rain, the flow of the stream has really increased and the camp is across the stream. So I don't know how we're going to cross the stream.
when I saw that bridge, I was like, what? We have to walk on this? There's no place where we can go to this campsite. So he said no. And one guy was said, यही adventure है. ऐसा लगता है कि बस थोड़ी सी गलती और you are gone.
इतना hypnotizing लगता है वो पानी जब नीचे से
गुजरता है इतना तेज.
ऐसा लगता है कि गए पीछे गए.
और पैर रखने की जगह नहीं. एक तो मेरे पैर भी बहुत बड़े बड़े हैं. That guide sir knew that I was looking at the river. Then he said, don't look. Then I said, where to look then? Because I have to look down, no, where my feet is going.
No. You take my video. I'll come myself. I have confidence that these are. I showed my attitude. Oh गया, like he was taking video. I went half. जो से wind आया, उधर ही बैठ गया. Again, Gulbjan Bhai stopped the video and he came and he picked me and he helped me.
फट गई, सबको फट गई.
After the weather cleared up a little, we went to see the Gadsar Lake.
What a dip.
This trek may be getting crowded and commercialized, but even then, it is not something to be missed. The landscapes on this trek are truly surreal, with an unbelievable, almost photoshopped beauty. It feels like someone has artificially edited the colors to make it look so vibrant. But believe me, this is actually how bright and colorful it is in reality. I think I know now why this is called India's prettiest trek.
एक मीटर चलने के बाद मन कर रहा है फोन मुड़ के कोई फोटो खींच लूं. एक फ्रेम बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है.
I passed 10 or 15 minutes alone. Sometimes being alone is the best time. दुनिया का सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के कहीं चला जाओ. मुझे लग रहा था कि वो 10 और 15 मिनट ऐसा था कि मुझे मिल गया था वो सुकून.
I was alone. It was raining. Mountains were covered by clouds. It was so beautiful. There was no one except me in that area. So it was magical for me.
I found this trek also extremely meditative. It's quiet, and while you're walking, and there's so many sounds of wind, sounds of water, sounds of sheep grazing the ground, and birds. And if you pay attention to that, then I found it extremely calm.
हमारा जो ईगो है ना, जब हम शहर में रहते हैं हम बहुत कुछ है, पर जब माउंट के पास आते हैं ना फिर रियलाइज होता है कि इस दुनिया में हम थोड़ा ही कुछ है जो अगर नहीं होंगे तो शायद कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
ऐसा दिल चाहता है कि पहाड़ों को छोड़कर कभी न जाए, रह जाए पहाड़ों में गुम मस्त.
It's the last day and it's 7 in the morning, but it's raining pretty heavily.
It has not stopped raining, but we have started our trek in spite of that. It's not that cold, but the trail is pretty slippery.
Like you must have seen throughout the video, we got a few rainy days and most of the times we got cloudy skies. That's because I had gone for this trek in early July. But I think August would be a much better time to do this trek because that's when you'll get the perfect combination of clear skies, lush green landscapes and blooming flowers. As we were getting closer to the base, we finally started to get some network. Since this trek is more popularly done in the summers, it's actually not that cold during that time, but it does get chilly when it rains.